Alright guys, so I was gone for the weekend. You can see I'm completely sunburned. I am physically exhausted, but a bit of drama has come out in the private server community. I was just browsing Reddit while I was doing my thing over the weekend, and I saw this post. It was posted a couple days ago. I mentioned it in my communities tab, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see up-to-date stuff on my communities tab. And you can't see it for some reason. Let's fix that. Alright, there we go. So, I don't know why it was black. There we go, it's fixed. So, this is the post right here, posted 3 days ago. I saw it circulating around about a day or two ago, so relatively fresh. And it's not been taken down yet, even though it is drama. Because there's... I forgot the exact rule, but the mods have already come out and said, for now, they are not going to be taking it down because no personal information was leaked and blah, blah, blah. So... what is this drama? So, I, at this moment, don't really have a opinion either way on this. It's still kind of computing in my brain of what exactly it is, but the general idea is that this person is saying that the private servers are a scam empire. What does that mean? In easier way to explain it, he's saying that Turtle WoW is a monopoly over the private server community, either buying out the various private servers or completely like trying to sabotage them by like DDoSing and all this other stuff. And he's got some points that can be made that, from what I saw from my quick browse through, does make a lot of sense. However, I don't really see any complete concrete evidence, so that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know which way to think on this. But anyway, let's go through and dig deep into this post, and from there you guys can make your own opinion on how you feel of this situation. So this was posted by Undead Murky. Now he says, I always knew about the Turtle WoW Shenna and Torta being the same person, and how it was related to Elysium and them doing shady stuff and buying out and releasing several servers and building he uses and a lot, and building a private server empire in the past. Were they really bought out? I thought there was just them releasing new servers, but anyway. Recently, Everlook's direction and ownership changed, and once again I saw the same pattern as with Turtle WoW took over private servers in the past. I don't think it was technically Turtle WoW buying out, it was Elysium buying out other servers, or in his words, but either way. I decided to investigate more, gather some strong evidence that the private server empire are some people running behind the scenes, and I got some very interesting finds and evidences. Jump to the bottom if you want to see the damning part of the payments section. We'll get there when we get there. Now let's start with the recent Everlook update, which got my attention the moment it was announced. I was expecting it to be another turtle buyout because there were a lot of similarities. Hardcore mode, a shop, personal ownership takeover, a China server, going vanilla plus. Now, if you remember, if you follow my channel, I did cover all of these in different videos. Yes, they did announce that they were making a Chinese server. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't really think it is, in a sense, copying Turtle WoW, because both servers are very popular with the Chinese player base, and it completely makes sense for both of them to open up a Chinese-only server. So I'm not really too worried about that. I don't really think it's copying them. It's just, hey, we have a lot of Chinese players, a lot of Chinese bots, and all this other BS. How about we make a server for them, and we can leave our NA and European people on their server, right? And then the future and beyond, which it was them asking their player base if they would like a custom vanilla plus server. Now, this one is a maybe. I don't really know, because in this post, now I made a video on this. Right there, you can see in the picture, they're asking, I'll see if I can pull up the picture right there. They're asking their player base, do you want the vanilla plus content, or do you want to stay no changes? Now, if they were completely going the vanilla plus I would say, and then doing the stuff that Turtle WoW was doing, then yeah, I would say they'd be copying them. But here they are explicitly asking the community what they want. I even asked people, and from the people watching me, more people would like the Vanilla Plus, but from the poll that I saw on their end, way more people would like the no changes, and that's to be expected. They have pulled in the no changes community. Now, Turtle WoW started off as a no changes Blizz-like private server, and eventually when they got to Naxxramas, they're like, okay, what do we do now? Let's just add new content. So it's completely understandable that maybe Everlook had the exact same idea, but in my opinion, I don't think they should go the Vanilla Plus route because they are the no changes crowd. Therefore, you got that community while Turtle WoW has the other community. So you have that good balance, right? So, and now it's the donation system. Now, again, I don't really think this is anything against Everlook as long as it stays no pay to win. No pay to win at all. Turtle WoW does have, in my opinion, some pay to win things, but the just having donations, having a cosmetic only store for a private server, I completely think it's okay because I did another video on this regarding more toward Azeroth at War, but this goes to every private server, that they need some sort of funding. They can't really pay this out of pocket. Some servers do, and God bless them, but to host a server is $300 a month or more. So imagine paying $300 a month or more out of your pocket. So, and that quote was from the Azeroth at War dev telling me how much his server is going to cost. Imagine Turtle WoW that's got, so many people playing, plus they have now multiple servers. They need some sort of funding. They can't afford $1,000 a month by themselves. So I think it's completely okay for servers to have a store to help supplement that, as long as it's not pay to win. Now, this is where he's got a little bit of a point on the store. So now he pulls up a picture of the store, which I had not personally looked at, but according to him, it looks very, very similar and functions in a very similar way, and as well as on the same website as Turtle WoW, including, the same zero mount to scaling mount turtle mount, the tokens that you have to buy in order to purchase the mounts are pretty much the exact same, according to him. I didn't look at it myself, but that's just what he was saying off this thing. He says right here, we have the unusual purchasable bag. It's the main money maker for Turtle WoW, and they couldn't even resist it as Everlook is supposed to be a pure vanilla server. Now, see, right there, the buying a bag, that's what I'm completely against, all right? So I'm not saying Everlook is innocent here. I'm just saying a store with no pay to win is completely okay. In my opinion, a bag is a pay to win item. It is a convenience item. So there's that, which is a 26 slot bag for 200 coins. And then here's the Turtle WoW bag, which is a 28 slot bag for 200 coins. So again, a lot of similarities, which is why he's saying, well, look at this. A lot of their stuff is the same. It's costing the same amount of points, yada yada. You got the same, unique turtle mount. Now let's take a look at the payment system. You can only use a service called gamepoints.org to pay, and we will go back to that later on, as it is a very important point. Let's look at the tokens pricing. It is almost identical to Turtle WoW, except for the extra percentage scales a bit on the higher on Turtle WoW. 40 euro are both 440 points. Okay, so let's look at this. Now, this one right here, it's kind of hard to see with the blue against the white. Oh, gosh, what? Okay, that right there is the Everlook token. So let's say 5 euros is 50 tokens. $20 is 200 tokens. And that's roughly the same of Turtle WoW's, because it's like you take the number of points and you just put a decimal... you just put one decimal over, and that's how much dollars it would cost. So if you look, I guess it just increased on there too. But there's the Turtle WoW one. 5 is 50 tokens, 20 is 200 tokens. So it's pretty much the exact same amount. Now, if we keep going down, now he's talking about Vanilla Plus, which is a different private server. Vanilla Plus is the main one. It has an extremely similar takeover pattern to Everlook. Here's the post about their shop. I'm not going to read that. In 2020, Vanilla Plus launched, and back at the time when Vanilla Plus was brand new and Turtle WoW was still fairly fresh, the only vanilla servers were basically Elysium, Turtle WoW, Chronos, and Gurabashi. I actually don't remember Gurabashi at all, but I remember the other ones. I played on Chronos. Here's the story of the launch of Vanilla Plus. They were heavily DDoSed when they launched, and the server was completely unplayable for a couple of days to weeks. They needed money for a new host with a better DDoS protection. The server was dying rapidly because the player base was fed up. Here's the post about them talking about that by Vladimir. Oh, I've seen him on other servers. Yeah. They decided to shut down the server and relaunch later with a new setup. Then we have Krog, the previous owner of Elysium, coming into the Discord and suggesting to log on to their host to fix it for them. If you don't know Krog, he was close to Shenna, which is highly suspected to be Torta. I thought it was confirmed that Shenna was Torta, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, Krog is related to Shenna. They worked together in the other servers back in the day. The owner of Turtle WoW with a new identity. Some of the logs of Krog from the Vanilla Plus Discord is still publicly available with this image here. He has pages of logs in there that you can check on Vanilla Plus. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Vanilla Plus had a new change of ownership. Miriam, another suspicious new female identity, who took over, and I highly suspect to be Shenna or Torta. It was an alias. And that person appeared and disappeared out of nowhere. The server finally worked, and a new donation shop was added, with mounts, a 28-slot bag. Vanilla Plus always advertised themselves as strongly anti-cash shop and pay to win before that. So yeah, that is very convenient that suddenly they have the exact same items for the exact same amount in their now cash shop, when before that they were completely anti-cash shop. But here comes Krog to say, hey, I can help you fix it after a big DDoS attack. So that is very suspicious. It doesn't completely correlate. I don't know. There's not really a concrete evidence to support that, but it is kind of, you know, it's like, ooh, like, that's kind of a weird coincidence, especially when Everlook had the exact same issue, just minus the DDoS. I'm sure they were DDoS, but not directly before all of their changes, after explicitly saying none of that. So there's that, and then he has got the chat right here. We're going to move on a little bit. Now, here's the Gurabashi server, which I had no idea about this server, but anyway. Gurabashi was a brand new vanilla server that launched in 2020, slightly before Vanilla Plus. There was basically no competition for Vanilla at that time because Lights Hope was closed down. Yeah, it was like Lights Hope, Elysium, Northdale, all of those servers shut down when Classic Plus came out. I was on all of them. There was one other one too, but whatever. When Classic launched. Gurabashi was well-known was a well-known Turtle WoW Elysium drone, and it died pretty quickly because it simply couldn't compete with Classic WoW. Krog was actively invested in it. It also had Turtle WoW design in the cash shop, just like Vanilla Plus, but sadly, everything got nuked and isn't really archived. Those who remember, though, those who were there remember, though. So, he has a couple more links to that and some old comments about the relations. And now here's number 3, which is Elysium. Obviously, the Shenna Turtle WoW relation is well known, as it was their main project before Turtle WoW. Now, I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure that is confirmed, not so much that it was suspected. I do believe it was confirmed that Shenna is Torta, and they worked on those servers, but those servers shut down with the launch of Classic WoW, and then later on Turtle WoW came out around BWL in Classic WoW, and it kind of was mild for a while, and then slowly kicked up to a 200 to 300 player base, 400 player base around their first Vanilla Plus patch, and then it just slowly, gradually went up, and then by their second update, which was 1.16, I believe, that's when it started going to the 1,000, the 2,000, the 3,000 players. But anyway, Now my biggest find, the payment website. Their payment website, which is the gamepoints.org, is very obscure. You will not find anything about it online or by even searching it on Google, which is based in it's based in Mexico. To pay for Turtle WoW, you access this URL. The 15 is indeed the service ID. Now let's take a look at Everlook. ID is 23. Those are pretty low. Not many games seem to use this website. Let's be curious and look at some other IDs. And then here's this one, which is the Firestorm server. That's right, number 1. The very first service to use that website is Firestorm, and is most likely the creator. Here's a list of the games using this website for payment. The IDs I'm not listing here are unused or removed. So number 4 is GTA World, which is a GTA private server. Then another GTA World. Number 6 is Elysium. Number 7 is UWow. Number 8 is Vanilla Plus. Number 10 is Panda WoW. And then a couple of other things. Number 16 is Turtle WoW. Fell's Song is number 17. More GTA. There's Firestorm CN, which is the Chinese server, number 19, another GTA game. WoW Mythic is number 21. Turtle WoW in China, which is a newer server, is number 22. Everlook is 23, and Everlook China is 24. Yes, Vanilla Plus is in there if you didn't have enough proofs. Proofs. That's what he says, proofs. Chronological order is obviously also checked out. We can retrace this private server's empire history. This website is obviously not used by anyone else but this group, which owns an empire of private servers. Nope, I only have knowledge of the private server. I only have knowledge of private servers. Maybe they also took over some of the other servers in a similar way. And then he adds a edit. I forgot about when Hyjal merged with Turtle WoW when it died. And then bonus edit number 2, suspicions of Teda Shorn, Teda. I'm doing this all the time. Shenna being Torda involved in a DDoSing attack previously. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click this Reddit post because the suspicions of Shenna being involved in a DDoS attack previously. So let's see if there's any concrete evidence here. White Kidney leaves light hope, and then the post is deleted. Let's see, first comment from 5 years ago. Maybe if he wasn't shady, I would feel bad for him, but he's a known gold seller prior to being on the Shitlysium team with Shenna and Krog. He took their logs and backups, screwed them over, and made lights hope. How are so many people shocked that someone who stole database and was known for RMT, gold selling, would run a corrupt server? Yeah, I heard about that with White Kidney. I don't know why everyone was praising him when he was making his own server. Plus, from what Wall said about him, he sounds like a douchebag anyway. Okay, so that was that one. Let's check this second post. Elysium Project started the merge of its previous servers. Come find your old characters. Which is deleted. Okay. And the third one is suspicions about Turtle WoW. Okay, here we go. I have compiled a lot of evidence that shows that the owner of Turtle WoW, Torta, is an alias for Shenna. For people who do not know this, you can check the links below to see what this person was up to. Also, this includes proof that WoW servers is compromised/corrupted and blatantly censors anyone that calls out Torta/Shenna. Now, I do not believe that last point there, because if that were true, this post would have been completely removed, deleted, the guy banned, anyone who commented on there would be banned, and it's still up. Now, the mod said the only reason why it's staying up is that there's no personal information leaked, and that's, this is why the no drama rule was followed strictly in most situations. We don't want a repeat of that again, from the, it was because past personal information was leaked. That's basically the only reason. Oh, we actually have a response here from Torta. We'll read that in 1 second. Let's, check this big picture out, big graph. So if we, proof that Shenna and equals Torta. Okay, so there's Shenna talking to White Kidney here. So is this is a direct message. So that means one of those, this is a direct at Shenna. So White Kidney posted this somewhere. Krog is selling a ton of characters in gold, that's why I'm quitting. What do you expect me to say? Well, he's not... Okay, so it looks like White Kidney was not involved in the gold selling from what this looks like, just from the context of it, in terms of the Elysium server. And he's leaving because Krog is selling gold. So you're not going to make that public? I guess not. Why do you know? Yes, yeah, geese. Okay. I'm not going to delve into that. Okay, so there's the Vanilla Plus and Turtle Wow cash shop being pretty much the exact same items. If we scroll over here. So Eric's from Gurabashi WoW. There's the Elysium and the Turtle Wow. But that Elysium and Turtle Wow completely makes sense because like I said, I'm pretty sure it is confirmed that Torta is Shenna. That's not an issue itself. So if it was the case, they would copy over what they had from Elysium to Turtle Wow. So I'm not worried about that part. So let's keep looking over here. Okay, this is more Elysium. Like I said, I'm not worried about Elysium. Yeah, okay, so this is all big mesh. Now, that White Kidney thing was kind of interesting. Right there. And that also shows Shenna and Krog's view, but this is from 2017. Now, I've said this in the past. Now, as of right now, what I'm about to say is not related. This is going to be mostly to this 2017 issue with the Elysium WoW server and all of the other servers. I always said, if Shenna is Torta, whatever, let's say that they are, what they did in the past is what happened in the past. And at that time, I was saying this on stream, I did not see any evidence of gold selling on Turtle WoW. Whether it's happening now, I don't know. I would have to see some concrete evidence. As of right now, I really don't. It's just a lot of rumors on Turtle WoW, at least, selling gold. But, let's say, whatever. I believe in second chances, right? So, whatever Shenna/Torta did on Elysium, hey, new server, fresh start, let's just play Turtle WoW, see how it is, right? Now, I will say, if things start coming out, like concrete evidence, like this right here, that's obviously concrete evidence, that, well, for Elysium, if concrete evidence came out for Turtle WoW, that some shady-ass shit was going down, then I'm all on that shit, right? Like, I'll be completely like, okay, you had your second chance, you lost it, right? So my biggest thing is, okay, I'll read Torta's thing in a second. So my biggest thing is, I already know Elysium is involved with, is related to Turtle WoW. I'm throwing that to the side because I don't care about that. That was like fucking 6 years ago, 7 years ago, however long it was, and I believe in second chances. As of right now, if you guys have concrete, not rumors, concrete evidence of gold selling or selling of accounts on Turtle WoW, DM it to me. I will look at it. But for right now, I'm just saying, oh, well, you know it's Shenna, right? They sold it in the past, therefore you can't trust them. That was 7, 8 years ago. We have concrete evidence for that. Damn that server. But for right now, I've not seen it on Turtle WoW. Now, as to the other stuff. Now, they do have some points that, okay, Shenna WoW is Turtle WoW because a lot of the stuff is similar, yada yada. Okay, they could be this Eric's person on the Gurabashi. Fair enough, okay? I don't think it's concrete evidence, but let's roll with it. It all comes down to, is there a monopoly on the private servers? Okay? Now, we've seen some stuff here. Some of it is, I would say, okay, that's very suspicious. Like, how come all of them have the exact same fucking items on their cash shop for the exact same amount of points? That can only happen if data is being transferred, or they're literally copying the other person. But just as he saw with Vanilla Plus and with Everlook, a lot of the same patterns had been happening. Now that is the suspicious part. If it was just, hey, you know what, let's copy Turtle WoW and add in our own store. You know what, the point system is pretty cool. Let's do our own point system. But they did it in their own kind of way. Fair enough, whatever. But it is suspicious that they have been copying exactly, right? In the exact, almost same order. As for the DDoS, there's absolutely no evidence to support the fact that Turtle WoW had been DDoSing other servers. There's no evidence for that, so I am not going to take any sides either way on that. The shops, definitely. Now, the question is, are these servers completely copying Turtle WoW in terms of, let's do the exact same thing they are? Or let's say that one post where he said, oh, Shenna or Krog or one of those two came in and then suddenly everything was there. Is it them just sharing knowledge? Or is it them completely buying out the server, as some of those servers have gotten new management? So that's also suspicious. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what to do, how to think on either side of this, because the Monopoly thing, like, I just don't know how to feel on this. But anyway, let me see what Torta says here. Turtle WoW has always maintained a positive atmosphere toward everyone. We usually only posted our patches and updates and didn't involve ourselves in any conflicts that others seem to enjoy. It feels unfair and undeserving to see this thread on the top of the page, filled with wild accusations being supported by the admins. I don't think the admins are not supporting it. They just said we're not taking it down because it's not leaking personal information, which would have been against the rules of the server, right? None of our devs and modders support members deserve to be subjugated to this nonsense. Now, I do believe that fact. I don't think the modders, I don't believe the majority of the devs, right? Because in question, it's just Shenna and Krog. Those are the two in question. I don't believe the random dev is involved in this. Or the support members, right? Those are just people paying to support the server. They've got nothing to do with what's happening behind the scenes. So I'm going to agree with her there. These guys do not deserve any hate or criticism, okay? They're just the guys who are along for the ride. Now, how is it a crime to use a convenient donation processor? That's not really the question, Tora. That's not really the question. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't think it's an issue having a store. It's just suspicious that all of these servers have the exact same, hey, this happened, now they have a store, and suddenly the store has the exact same items for the exact same amount of points. That's really the question here. We were using the recommended GP, and we in turn recommended it to others because it provides a easy to use. Okay, so now that's a fair point by her. It says, hey, we got recommended by somebody else, which is probably Firestorm, because they were number one. Hey, Firestorm recommended it to us. They're helping us out. Hey, so these guys were, you know, because they're all in the same Discord channel together, all of the private server devs. Hey, guys, use this because it worked for us. So that's completely valid point from Torta. Okay, I read that part. So our opinions are limited. How does this make us a cabal? It's laughable that some think that we have the time to get involved in other projects, as putting together a project like Turtle WoW requires an insane level of commitment. Now, I will agree again on her. Like, I am working behind the scenes on at least 2 servers. I've worked on a 3rd one, but I'm no longer involved with it, and that's my personal choice. But, yeah, it's fucking a lot of work just even coming up with concepts and ideas, let alone coding. And, you know, if you're the owner, you've got to work on fucking everything else, not just the coding, not just the website, right? So shit. The accusations of DDoS attacks are absurd. We have absolutely no intentions to harm other servers or take over existing projects. Now, again, I have not seen any concrete evidence of the DDoS attacks, so I am not going to put any of that on Turtle WoW because I just don't see it. Everybody gets fucking DDoS attacked, right? Everybody. Even Turtle WoW's been DDoSed, so I'm not going to, I'm not jumping on the DDoS one. Okay, to harm or take over existing projects. Now that's what's in question, right? So, not sure on that one. As stated previously, it is quite typical for people to immediately cry DDoS attack when a server crashes. But in a lot of cases, especially for a well-known, or not a, yes, a well-known server, but a hyped server, for an example, is launching. Suddenly, you got so many people trying to get on at once, and people are sending in their own data to fuck with them. It happened on Project Epoch on their very first beta, but luckily it was a weak-ass one, so we didn't even feel it. I didn't even know a DDoS attack was going on. The devs are like, hey guys, so there's a DDoS attack going on, but don't worry about it, we got it handled. I'm like, yeah, you do. I don't even feel this shit. So yeah, it's happened. Fucking Turtle WoW's been DDoS. Fucking even classic WoW by Blizzard gets DDoSed all the fucking time. So, yeah, whatever. In reality, 99% of the time, it is merely a result of an overlooked issue in the server code, which can be it. I don't think it's 99% of the time. It's really how your defense is going, like who your provider is, how their defense is, blah blah blah. There's a lot more involved into preventing a DDoS attack than just code. Please do not allow bullying and witch hunting toward anyone. Yeah, I don't agree with bullying or witch hunting people, okay? Now, especially, like she said up here, the devs, modders, and support members, they've got nothing to do with it. They're low on the totem pole. They're just along for the ride, like I said. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Like I said, I'm completely, if you go back up here to the accusations, I am going to say absolutely no to the DDoS. I'm going to confidently say that because I have seen no evidence of that. In terms of the payment stuff, in terms of the shop being completely identical, now the service provider, okay, I'm not fully committed to the Turtle WoW side of that one because it is a little suspicious, but at the same time, it makes sense. They're all in the same Discord channel together. They're all talking to each other, which that is true. That does happen. There's several private servers of them all talking to each other. So, or Discord channels for the private servers to talk to each other. So that makes sense, but at the same time, it is still suspicious. So I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to lean more toward Turtle WoW on that one. The event process of stuff happens, suddenly they have a cash shop, or they want to go Vanilla Plus, and blah blah blah, is a little suspicious, but Vanilla Plus is regarded as a Vanilla Plus server, just not as super crazy as Turtle WoW. It's more of just changes to the coding and numbers and stuff, which, whatever. Everlook, I'm going to say no on that one because Everlook did ask their player base. It's not a, hey guys, we're going Vanilla Plus and we're going to be adding Gilneas and Hyjal and Telebim and all this other stuff, just like Turtle WoW. They didn't do that, so I'm going to say no on that one. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be my answer for this. So yeah, there is a lot of suspicious activity, and I am kind of like, ooh, that's kind of iffy on that part. But at the same time, there's not a lot of concrete evidence on the majority of stuff. I'm gonna say definitely no to the DDoSing. The others are, yeah, it could happen because I kind of see it, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense the other way because of ABC. So yeah, I'm on the fence on this one, with the exception of the DDoS, where I'm going to say absolutely no. What do you guys think? Do you think Turtle WoW is DDoSing other servers? Do you think that they are buying out and completely taking over other servers? And do you think that other servers are copying Turtle WoW's point shop or completely copy-pasting it? What do you guys think about this drama? So let me know in the comment section below. Again, please do not go after anybody in particular. The majority, again, of those people have nothing to do with this, like I said earlier. So just talk it out in my comment section without full-on harassment. You guys know the rules. Talk it out. Let me know what you guys think. And if this changes in any way, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on this drama that's happening, and any other private server news coverage, gameplay, I'll be sure to bring it to you. If you want to subscribe, like this video. We've got a TBC server coming out, Sun Fury. Probably next week or the week after, I will be checking it out and playing it. I tested a little bit of it, but it was kind of like, eh. But I might play it just for the nostalgia factor of TBC, even though that's not my favorite expansion. So, if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, like I said, and I will see you guys next time.